Okay, there was like because there was a lovely what do you call it, quartet?
Yeah, quartet.
It was lovely, they were killing it, playing this music, and every time they were about to the song ends.
Yeah.
They're not doing a medley. The song finishes and then they start the new one, and everyone's talking, and then the moment they finish the song, I was like, oh my god,
everyone stops.
It's starting. And then they start playing the next song.
I was like,
thank God. We're all waiting for Sydney to show up.
Yeah.
And even I'm standing up here next to God. I'm like, what's my fucking role? What do I do? I just want to not fuck up. It's his day. I don't want to do like a bit. I'm not here to like do a bit. Like, what do I do? I don't know.
And then seeing you, again, it was seeing you nervous that made everyone else in the room nervous, right? Being like, oh shit, this is actually finally happening and all that, right? And then the quartet stops for the final time. And then it's like, everyone was like, okay, it's starting, right? And then Sydney walks down, and then you immediately start breaking down. And then,
I expected that.
Which I fully expected, right? So I'm just like, oh, here come the floodgates. Here's it comes. And then what stopped me was the song you guys played.
Okay,
I was just like, oh my God, here it comes. Is that Guts' theme? And I literally, like, Jan was sitting next to me and Mudan was sitting next to me.
Yeah.
And we all looked at each other and were like, that's Guts' theme, right?
Yeah. So like, okay, so
what made you? Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. What made you choose that?
Sydney walked down the aisle to Guts' theme, and I
which was amazing.
Like, which like I knew it was coming because like I remember it was literally the day that Mura passed away,
right?
And I remember we were at Netflix shoot at the day, so I didn't have like proper time to like process that news, and I remember that day I went back home and I put on Guts' theme, and I was just like zoning out to Guts' theme, fucking crying to the fact that to the news that had just got announced. And Sydney was also listening to it, just listening to it, seeing me listen to it for hours. And she's just like, I fucking love this song, because like it's like, to me, Guts' theme is like by far like one of the greatest tracks in anime to ever be made. It's such a beautiful track, and it's unfortunate that it's been memed a lot nowadays. So that's like how people perceive Guts' theme. But like, I remembered listening to that on that day, that it's just such a beautiful fucking track.
Gorgeous track.
And I fucking cried to it so many times. And so I remember Sydney goes to me, jokingly, she turns to me and she was like, wouldn't it be funny if we walked down the aisle to this? And I was just like, yeah, that'll be funny. And then we both turned to each other and we looked at each other in the eyes and we're just like, but what if?
Can we? What are you gonna do? We'll use the fucking default music, bro.
Yeah. And then like we're like, would it be cheesy at all? Would it be cheesy? And so we let it sink for a while. And like we let it sit for a few days, we let it sit for a few weeks, and then like the longer like we sat in it, the more it felt like it was just the right idea. Because like I fucking knew that I was gonna cry listening to Guts' theme, walking like seeing Sydney down the aisle. Like I'm sure if like people knew we were gonna play Guts' theme, that would have taken like the fuck Guts' theme.
I wish I knew beforehand. Because I feel like it was, for me, it was like the initial like, really? It was like that moment, right? Where it's just like, wow, they're actually using Guts' theme. All right. Like there was a split second where I was about to start laughing. But then I was like, but then again, seeing you and then seeing Sydney, I was just like, no, this is like, this was the right choice.
Because I remember Sydney was telling me that, before Sydney comes out, all the bridesmaids walk out. So if you are familiar with Guts' theme, there's like the intro bit, and then there's like
the voice.
There's the voice of the guy going, and I remember thinking, I see all the bridesmaids walk out, and I'm like, where's Sydney? Where's Sydney? And as soon as like the fucking comes out, she just appears, right? And apparently behind the scenes, like Sydney's like with her dad waiting to walk out, and her dad's like, come on, it's time to go. And she's like, no, I need to wait for that moment.
The right moment.
I need to wait for that voice before I appear.
Oh my God.
It was like so incredibly well timed.
It was incredibly well timed. I thought it was just like fucking God smiling down on us. But no, Sydney was like, no, I'm waiting for this moment. I am waiting for this moment.
You're gonna get one shot.
And it fucking worked, man. Like, I think that's why I just immediately started bawling. Because I hear that voice like just pop off and I see Sydney emerge. I'm just like, this is It is.
It's a double whammy.
It's like a fucking beautiful sight, man. I cannot even begin to describe what I felt at that moment, because it was literally like a scene out of an anime, you know. It was just kind of like, it was so like
had final episode vibes.
yeah.
All happy
like
endings.
that moment that fucking voice hit, she emerges, and I'm like fucking getting teary eyed just like fucking thinking about it. Man. But yeah, she walks down. We say our vows, and we fucking stumble through our fucking vows, man.
Do we want to? No. You guys were tearing up, obviously, but like I think you guys said
I would say stumble. I say you take pauses, but
you took your time with it.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's not one of our fucking sponsors, which is, by the way, I'm just.
Do you want to talk about the actual stumble that
okay, so
which was the greatest moment of this wedding.
So obviously everyone's fucking sniffling, everyone's crying after we've just finished our vows together. Like everyone's very emotional. Everyone's saying it's a very emotional, just good vibes. Everyone's just happy. And so the registrar comes over and she starts to say like the official vows that we need to repeat after her in order to officialize our marriage. Yeah. And then she goes like she said my name like a few times before, so she knows how to pronounce my name correctly and everything like that. And then it gets to like the final vows where she goes,
the most important one.
And she goes, do you, Garnt. And
everyone in the room was like, yeah, she did it.
And that just like all of like the nervousness and the emotions just like fucking evaporated. The entire room explodes and like fucking starts like
you would have thought it was like a FIFA match happening. It was just like,
it was so fucking perfect that everyone
thought it was scripted.
Everyone thought it was scripted, and everyone was like, "You made her say that, right?" It was a bit. It was a bit, and I'm just like, "No."
And that just makes it even better.
Yeah. And I can't remember what I said after that happened, but I was like, "Yeah, got him,
got him." She did the thing.
And I'm like, "Damn, are you a trash taste viewer? Because you just gave us like a year's worth of content, man."
She's like, "This marriage hits different." We don't say that anymore, dude.
We don't say that anymore. We're gonna bring that back.
I just realized people said that, and it's so fucking.
It was a wedding with attitude.
Yeah, I mean that was a brilliant moment. That was like the icing on the cake. Yeah, a lot of people would be pissed off, if their name got mispronounced at their wedding. But I was just like, this just like made the wedding 10 times more memorable, and that moment 10 times more special.
And I guess as you were saying, like the nerves just immediately like disappeared from
and
then the rest of the night was just good times.
Yeah, I did almost fuck up, so close to fucking up, and one of the most important moments in my life, because we finish our vows, we're officially we're like husband and wife.
Yeah.
And then I go sit down to sign my marriage papers, and my marriage was a week after MCM, right? Okay. So, like the previous week, I had just been like signing I had just been signing like hundreds and hundreds of prints and everything like that. But I was signing them as Giguk, right?
Yeah, of course.
And like my Giguk signature is very, very similar to my real signature, but except it spells out my real name, right?
Yeah.
And so what happens is I sit down to sign my marriage certificate. I put down the G, and then I put down the I.
Garnt, maybe.
Garnt.
It's like Italian Garnt.
Garnt.
Hello, I am Garnt.
Yeah, so it's a small line, and I luckily I stop myself before I go too far. But I get like a fifth of the way to signing Giguk on my marriage certificate.
That would have been amazing.
You could make the A from the I, right? It'd be a really vertical A. But you can still make it.
You can recover from that.
Yeah. But luckily, I was able to recover from that before I put down the extra G.
But when you
it's like Sydney Ponywaz.
When you said I nearly made a big mistake, I was like, "What? I nearly married the wrong person."
Yeah. I married Giguk.
Yeah, Sydney's almost married to fucking Giguk instead of Garnt. Might as well just put down the fucking anime zone.
I just got a flashback. I remember when the fucking spiel of if anybody has anything to say, and Sydney was like, "Don't you fucking dare!" Everyone. That was good. I like that part.
Yeah,
we were planning beforehand in the boys' locker room.
Yeah,
right. like, or not the locker room, but like the changing room where all
Boys locker.
the groomsmen and like all the dudes were hanging out. We were like conspired to be like, what if we just like when the pastor says like, you know, if anyone objects to this wedding, please, you know, say your piece right now, whatever. We were all planning like all the boys to just stand up and be like, we object, and then we just skip out of the room, like with the boys.
Yeah,
we're like, that would have been funny.
Yeah,
but
then Sydney was just like, "Don't you fucking dare." She
dare.
verbally said that,
And we're like, all right,
and everyone laughed. It was a great time. And then it just felt like after that, everyone was just on such a high. Like it already felt like everyone was drunk, you know, but just like,
drunk on happiness,
drunk on like good vibes,
and then alcohol,
and then alcohol.
So we're like doubly drunk
on top of that. So like they were like, I mean, there was a lot of magical things that happened at the wedding. I remember. So we had some fucking excellent photographers and videographers. You know, they
were great.
Yeah, they were fucking great. And then I remember we went outside. We started taking like photos and everything. You know, with like the group photos, family photos, and everything like that. And then we finally have like a moment to ourselves. And Joey turns to me and he goes, "Wouldn't it be funny if we did like the end of Ava congratulations scene right now?" And I looked at Joey and I look around and I just realized this is like a once in a lifetime.
You have the power.
This is literally a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm like, Joey, that's a great fucking idea. And I literally like
we're all weebs here.
Yeah,
we can do it.
Yeah. I literally gather the boys because it's like
you're like, lads, assemble.
Actually, no. It was really funny because before that, because we had like separate while we were taking photos, like we had you know, separate photos for like the guys and like the girls, and oh my god, like the guys had so much fucking testosterone when we took our photos. I can't wait to see them. But I remember there was this really funny moment where it was like a school playground again, where like all of the girls were on one side of the venue and all of the guys were on the other side of the venue. So it was like a school trip or something. So luckily all of the guys are gathered in one spot, and I like gather the boys. It's such
gather the boys.
Yeah. I'm like, boys,
get them together.
Boys, come here.
You're like, lads.
We have an important mission, lads. Okay, and at this point, people are like, Garnt, why are you calling us? We just taken the photos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, has everyone seen Evangelion? And immediately, as soon as I say that, everyone's like, King, we know what to do. Say no more. Say no more, King. We know exactly what to do, which is the beauty of like having like a bunch of like weebs as friends, right? Because everyone's just on the same page.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to say what we did.
Yeah.
And so we filmed the congratulations scene. It's fucking amazing.
Which came out amazing.
Yeah, it came out amazing.
The edit you did as well on Twitter was fucking amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thank you all.